Hiring, training, and leading a team is a big first step in the world of business. It comes with many obstacles, hurdles, and fears you have to work through to continue your journey of being a CEO. In today's video, I bring on a very special guest to talk about what needs to be in place to hire, train, manage, and successfully lead a team. Don't go anywhere. So you want to hire, train, manage, and successfully lead a team, huh? Well, it's a good thing you're watching this video. Today, I'm bringing on a special guest who has tremendous experience working with teams for my company and for our clients. Sarah Paikai is the COO of the Master Brand Institute and the other half of my crazy brain. Together, we've built our company into an 8-figure powerhouse, helping newbie entrepreneurs up to other 8-figure business owners grow their company.
All right, Jen. So it's just one question for this episode. Thanks for having me, by the way. I think that there's been so much value and have fun. I can't wait for everybody to see the bloopers too.
Oh my gosh. I wish we had teacups so we could sip the real tea, but we'll just spill it right now.
Okay, so here's the question for this episode. Imagine that I'm ready to really step into leading a team. After doing it all myself, where do I start?
Okay. Ooh. So where do you start? Because I guess the question more is like, who do you hire first?
Yes.
Right? Because that's a big question. So what I would say is you need first to have somebody that manages your time.
Yes.
That's where I would go first. Obviously, you have projects. And up until this point, even if you've been doing it all yourself, you might have gotten a little help from, like, say, somebody who's like a WordPress person that threw up your landing page. Perhaps you got a graphic designer. So you've already kind of done some of that, most likely. So now what we need to protect the asset, which is us, because we've worked so hard to hit a certain level. I would say that you want to start hiring people when you've at least made about $50,000. And that's a very crude number, but generally speaking, I think that's a good number to kind of think about. Like, you've done $50,000 in your business, and now who do you hire first? I would say absolutely an assistant of some
100%,
sort.
yeah.
And that handles both your personal and your professional schedule. I know it feels like, oh, I should probably go hire my COO first. No.
Or a marketing director.
Or a Facebook ads team. Because I want to get leads. And I would say that no, actually, you need somebody who will give you manage your time.
Yes.
So that you can access the energy to envision how to architect and execute what's next so that you can spend your money in the right places.
Yeah.
So somebody who manages your time so you can access the energy so you spend your money in the right places. So I just think that that's so important, and people hire the wrong people out of the gate, or they also, frankly, people go, well, should I hire a coach even out of the gate? My answer is maybe. Maybe. If you really I feel like a coach is somebody who helps ask questions and gets it out of you. And if you don't know what you're doing, somebody asking you those questions, you're just gonna feel like a fool the whole dang time.
It's like when you spend 5 figures on a website and the About Me page before you even sold anything.
Right, it's crazy. So like for me, it's like get some time and then go in and figure out how can I cut my time of all the things I did myself up to that $50,000 mark. How could I get that sooner, quicker, faster through perhaps another resource? But the only way that you get to know that is if somebody's helping you manage your time. And you don't have to hire a full-time person at first.
Yep.
It can be somebody works 10 hours a week just working on that stuff, maybe some correspondence in your emails, getting you to inbox zero, which I don't really care about, but Sarah loves it.
Every day.
I don't even care about inbox zero. I tell people all the time, like, I don't even look at my inbox, so why would I care about inbox zero? Sarah is in the inbox, and she's communicating with team and clients, and I'm more like, no, I don't even want to look at that. So, but that's partly because my time has been protected by a team.
And we have systems in place.
Absolutely.
There's so many filters that go from your inbox to the team's inbox, depending on who's emailing you. So everyone is always served. It just was a matter of you being able to be like, no, I'm good. I don't need to look at this. Someone else can help me with it, and the team being able to step in.
And I would say, like, so when we talk about hiring, I would do that, and then I would invest in some organizational software.
Yes.
Okay, so like a Slack, even if you're assigning stuff to yourself to communicate, put things in folders.
Yep.
Sarah, if you work with us, can show you all the way that's structured and set up.
I have a whole thing that connects Slack to our project management system, to our Google Drive, and then back again.
And so then that person who's running your schedule may be really adequately set up to help manage that part.
Yes, yeah.
Now you're getting organized. Now you know, and then you got to know how to launch your products in a more elegant and less stressful way. So we have systems for that. And then you can hire the right contractors to support you with that, to execute on that project. So you look at it like this first until you hit multiple six figures. And then when you get there, now you've got more people you'll probably hire, and you don't have to have a big team.
No.
But you're gonna need
That's
support.
such a good point. Like, I think there's this myth, like the more successful you are, the bigger of a team you need. And a big team shows that you've made it because now you rival small businesses and corporations. And it looks like how everybody else's real businesses look, you know?
More people, more problems.
100%.
Okay,
100%.
so like, you know, it isn't this dream to have a ton of people. You want people who are committed to the values, the vision, the culture, and ultimately what your vision for your life looks like, the kind of impact you want to make. Maybe you want to even sell your company at some point. People actually, here's a little hint too. When you focus on systems and structure, as well as obviously, and sales and marketing are also structures. There's systems beneath it.
100%.
So if you invest in that and a person to help you organize all of that and really find the right humans to do contracted work along the way until you decide how many full-time employees you want or make sense for the size of your business, then what you can do is, again, work on the better things, which we need you for. We need our visionizers to work on relationships and new ideas and being in rooms with new innovative takes or frames on the current work that you're doing. And you know, if that's your dream to get there, you have to take the necessary steps that we're laying out for you and not jump to the 8-figure business. It's easy for you to watch this video and say, I want to have a business like Jen and Sarah. Well, you know, I gotta say, you probably should aspire for it because we're pretty happy people now. Like
100%.
We work really hard, but we work on the right hard things.
Because
we want to. And we work on the right hard things, right?
Yes.
So I think to answer, just to kind of wrap up the question, it's all about knowing the stage of business you're in to tell you who to hire next.
Yeah.
So.
Really great conversation. So key takeaways. Be sure to get organized and have someone help you do that. If you're not an organized person, you're like, get organized, what does that mean? That's hard for me. Your very first hire should be someone who supports you in doing that. And if you're a unicorn and you're a visionizer who's also really organized, that's great. It should be that much easier for you to be able to hire somebody and train them to take those things off of your plate. Let go of the control. And once you have that, you really need to look at how you're building your business, how you're planning to scale your offers, your revenue, and how you're doing that in a strategic fashion. But first, start with organization so that you create that space on your calendar and in your brain to be able to think about those things.
Now, we answered some questions and talked about our thoughts on hiring, training, managing, and leading a team. However, we want to answer your unique questions. Every month, Sarah and I host a small, intimate Ask Us Anything CEO Circle. It's an informal session where we share our wisdom and insights of being the CEO and COO of an 8-figure company that has helped dozens of others do the same. It's free and super low-key, so there's no pretense or posturing. Instead, we just want to share our wisdom with other entrepreneurs who are committed to being the CEO of their life and business. You can learn more using the link in the description below. And that's it. If you found value in this content, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below so we can get this video in front of more women leaders who want to become the CEO of their life and business. Be sure to also hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you're notified when new content is released. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you get seen, heard, and paid for the unique value you bring into the world. Until next time. Space, the final frontier.
Bum, bum, bum.